Okay.
What's up guys, this is boy Bagger Bread, back at the next one. And before we get into it, let me just say this. I took a pretty damn long break. And well, that's not that big of a channel, so I don't know what people miss me, but for the one or two people that did, I just had to take a kind of brain cooler night because at the end of the day, I have a lot going on in my life and the break was nice, but we back now. Anyway, now we get into it one time. So a new season starts. Honestly, going like real
Okay.
Yeah, again, match with some real bad teammates and kinda embarrassed to show my stats right now. Yeah. But I secured myself and I know that later in the season I would repay my egregious win rate right now. What again is that I still qualify to give all some nice tips to help all the rank up. So this video is about my main hero for this season, which as you probably guessed from the thumbnail, is Zhask. Oh yeah, let me just immediately say this, if you didn't know already, Zhask has no counters except for one hero, and that's Melissa. The reason is because her passive is literally a direct counter for Zhask. Yes, she deals increased damage to summon units, and Zhask's Nightmare Spawn, which is the core of his mechanics, is a summon unit, so yeah. If Melissa isn't banned, or if it feel like the enemy is gonna pick her, then Zhask is a terrible option. Zhask's strengths are as follows. Number 1. Unlike basically every other mage, he's good at pushing. Number 2. He's good in every situation. Well, basically every situation. And number 3. He's good at making the enemies scatter, aka he's good at zoning. There are more, but these are the top 3 in my opinion. And now comes the cons of Zhask. So the first one is that he's just too complicated to build. Watch to the end to see personally my favorite build on Zhask. The second one is that the margin for error when playing Zhask very small, especially in late game. But this can be circumvented with practice and experience. And the last one is that his enhanced Nightmare Spawn just too squishy against marksmen, especially in this current meta. Especially when they compare to all the other summons that have an HP bar. And just like with the pros, there are more cons, but these are kinda the more major ones. But despite all that, Zhask still has a lot going for him. With that being said, I'm gonna share 3 tips that will help you get the most out of Zhask. So tip number 1, don't make his enhanced Nightmare Spawn, aka his ultimate, become the center of attention. As I mentioned before, it's very squishy, and therefore if you get focused on by all of the enemies, you're gonna die before you get to do anything meaningful. Zhask can 3v1 realistically, and anything more than that you would want to probably get a partner or two. So the next tip I have for Zhask is to stay in his ultimate for as long as possible. I know Zhask players like to jump out of the ultimate first before repositioning it, but that just leaves you way too vulnerable. The only advantage to doing it this way is that it's easier to chase a running enemy. Other than that, I think it's just better to stay inside the ultimate when repositioning. The reason is because you're a lot safer. And staying inside the ultimate when repositioning has the same outcome offensively. The only difference is that you would have to execute the combo a lot quicker because the enemies would simply run away if you hesitate for a second. But all in all, the pros outweigh the cons here. Another one I forgot to mention is that when Zhask jumps out of the Nightmare Spawn, the enemies just get so damn thirsty to kill you. Similarly to how they react when they see Hanzo or Natalia, they would literally stop at nothing to kill you. Also, staying in the Nightmare Spawn just makes it a hell of a lot less unpredictable. There are a few times where you'd want to jump out of the ultimate before repositioning, but those are rare instances. The last tip I have on Zhask is to not use his enhanced skills right away. When I just started playing Zhask, I was trying to land the stun and the slow egg thingy, his third skill, the moment I jump into the ultimate, and that used to cost me a lot of missed kills. But when I got more experience playing Zhask, I realized that I need to get some basic attacks off first, so that when you jump for the first time, the death ray gonna come soon after, slowing the target, which will make it easier to help plan your skills. Also, prior to ulting, there's a window of escape for the enemies, a very small one. So using the enhanced skills right away is actually underutilizing them, since the target will be so far away already. But I think these tips will help your Zhask gameplay be pretty solid. And as promised, here's my favorite build for Zhask. I know seeing Thunderbelt here is pretty unorthodox, but let me explain. One, it has extra HP, physical defense, and the 10% cooldown reduction allows you to jump 3 times. But what I like the most about it is that you can abuse the slows from Thunderbelt. It procs immediately after jumping for the first time, making it extremely easy to land the enhanced skills. The only other item I consider replacing Thunderbelt with is Enchanted Talisman. The reason is because Zhask runs out of mana unreasonably quick in my opinion. But that's a topic for another time. With Enchanted Talisman, you're kinda eliminating that problem, so you don't have to recall as much and you will be in the team fights and just around the map in general a lot more. But anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. Give me a little like and a subscribe if you do. Bagabird signing out.